was some finish, Anthony, wasn't it? A counter punch and a night to remember for you as well.
I think that was my first touch as well. But no, I've dreamt of moments like this, scoring in the Champions League. Obviously, in a big occasion like this against a top European team like Atletico Madrid, like I say, it's a dream come true. But no, it's only first half. First half is gone now, and second half is in Old Trafford in a couple of weeks, so we've got to be ready for that.
But you appreciate the situation you're in. You're closing in on goal. You know what's at stake, but you kept cool again.
Yeah, like I told you the last time we spoke at Brentford, I told you how calm and cool I am. Whenever I get an opportunity for the club, I just want to repay the favour for the manager and just leave nothing on the tank and give my 150% every time I step onto that pitch and just enjoy it.
He's got a lot of belief in you. When he needs something, he throws you on it, and it's working for you right now.
I just do what I can do when I get on the pitch. I always tell myself I want to be the best player on the pitch, leave like I'm the best player on the pitch. But yeah, I appreciate the boss. Like I said before, every time he puts me on, I just want to repay the favour to him.
This might be a bit harsh, but up till that point, I'm not sure if Manchester United deserved an equaliser. But I suppose that's what European football is about, staying in the game.
Yeah, you've got to stay in the game. Anything could happen. It's Champions League. It's the best club competition in the world. Anything could happen. You've got to stay ready for the full 90 minutes. Obviously, we didn't play the best football first half. Then in the second half, with the substitutions that we made, I think we stepped up a bit.
Yeah, you weren't getting through or behind for much of the first half and some of the seconds. What was the manager looking for? What was he trying to change?
Well, he's said to me what I always do, like just make the defenders scared, running behind, and then when I get an opportunity, take it.
You aren't making defenders scared. This changes the mood for the return at Old Trafford as well, doesn't it?
For sure. I wanted a good result for the fans because they travelled a long way, and hopefully the next leg at Old Trafford will be even better.
Well done, thanks.
Thanks so much, Seth.
Welcome back. It's now 3 goals this season for Anthony Elanga, and you know what, that one, without question, the most important. It may well be a goal that makes a huge difference to Manchester United in this season's Champions League. They go into the second leg with it all square, and actually that's kind of the story of the first legs of the round of 16, because look, Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, all three of them as good as through. City certainly, but the rest of them are all on a knife edge going into the second leg. We can't wait to bring you those games right here on BT Sport. But let's reflect on this evening's action, and we've got plenty of clips and the goals from this evening's game. Should we just start with the opening goal and just get straight into it?
Yep, here we go. We spoke about it at half-time. They deal with the first ball, and you expect this. You're going to get balls in the box, you've got to deal with it, but then it's after that. When the ball comes back in, they don't deal with it. It's a great header, you have to say, from Felix, but the marking in the box from Harry Maguire, I think as a defender, I think personally he'll be disappointed that he could have done more in that situation.
Reid, do you think that they're a little bit too high? If we just run it again, because often the hardest thing is, first of all, you clear the first one, and we all run out, don't we? We often run to the edge of the box there. But you think at some point then you kind of check, don't you?
But I think if I'm going to slow it back down for you, watch Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire's a leader in this area. Watch how slow. Watch how he sets his feet. Right, we're ready. We're waiting. He's set, but he doesn't see this run. Doesn't get a shot from short, and he doesn't see the run.
The one thing I would say is, after playing there sometimes as a fullback, that is a gift. That space to hit.
Yeah.
You're giving me too much to work with there.
But you've got to be brave. In them situations, the best and bravest teams do clear the area, normally catch people offside. I know it's an area, but then you need your keeper to be stepping out as well.
Lads, what I think we're missing as well is Fred.
Slips, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just his slip, it's the way he goes out to the ball.
Too quick.
He's no need to go out that quick. That's where the erraticness of his game comes. Watch how quick he comes to the ball. Now, he can almost stop at that line, and he doesn't have to do anything.
Makes it easy.
This doesn't happen. But he goes out stupidly, commits himself, then he slips, the lad just skips past him.
What were you saying, Rio, as well about Harry Maguire using his arms? You said you worked with a coach who was always talking about...
Yes, Steve McLaren, I can go through a list of coaches, but he was on it a lot. But getting your arm out, when you're coming out like that and not allowing someone to get in that channel, where João Felix runs into, if his arms are right, he's got a bit wider berth to have to go round, and he probably doesn't get on the end of it. These are small little details that will alter the way that run went. But it's all them details that add up. You need someone talking behind you. You can't do it all on your own. That doesn't happen. Then it's about you taking responsibility and being aware of where people are. And he wasn't. But you can pick the bones out of that goal from a defensive point of view. But at the same time, it's a fantastic goal. Number 2. second goal of the night, the 1-1, we didn't see this coming, did we? We were sitting there thinking we have to go and talk about Man United getting beat. But Fred plays a great part in this goal, by the way. Cristiano heads it down.
Great little pass into Bruno into him. Bruno again was poor all night when he realised the amount of times he gives the ball up. That's the way he plays. He does play with risk. Defender again a little bit suspicious, I think, diving in. And we even think the finish is a little bit lucky. You can question the goalkeeper. I think he does get a little bit of drag on it. If you look from behind the goal, the keeper just falls backwards and the ball is nowhere near the corner of the net, really. It's more towards the middle. And I think the keeper should do better.
If you look here, I agree with you. If you look here, watch he puts all his weight on his left foot, the keeper. Look, all his weight goes on his left foot. Can't react quick enough.
Look at that space.
Look at it, doesn't even go in the corner.
The one thing that stuck out for me on that goal was Elanga. Just watch his urgency to run forward. There's nothing in this. Yeah, one little header there, little one there, and then it's a good ball from Fred. But look at the urgency from Elanga to go. He creates that on his own. I know he forces Bruno to pass on that ball. It's a mistake from the defender. But that urgency from Elanga, that's what it needs sometimes. Just somebody run forward.
Can we talk about United generally then? Because you said, look, we thought we were going to have to talk about them getting beaten, and then Anthony Elanga goes and scores that goal. But shouldn't the conversation about Man United tonight still be exactly the same, even though they've scored that goal? Because you all said they still were underprepared at the start of the game. Bruno Fernandes still had a bad game. Paul Pogba still got hooked. Marcus Rashford still looked off it. There are still a myriad of questions. And I just wonder whether we're all doing our jobs right if that goal papers over those cracks and we don't discuss it.
I don't think it papers over the crack. It does for tonight, but I think in the debrief at Carrington, I think they're honest enough there. The coaching staff, the manager will be sitting there and going, I'm not happy with a number of things, and be looking to address it. And you mentioned Bruno there, in that he didn't play well, gave the ball away a lot today, which is true. But you persist with that, knowing his output creative-wise. He sets up goals and chances. His output is more consistent than anybody in the Man United shirt. So yes, we're sitting there. And it's a difficult one because I do sit there and go, but he's giving the ball away again. But he's trying creative things, trying to be dangerous in different areas. And then today you see at the end of the game, he's the one who sets up the goal for Elanga to score. And like I said earlier, every single Champions League game this season, he's had an assist. So you persist. But you mentioned here about the way that United play and looking, not lacklustre, but lacking movement, lacking ideas.
You also have to remember, Jake, that going to these places, going to Spain against teams like Atletico Madrid, they're no mugs. They're a good team. Okay, they've not been great this year, but they always make it difficult for you. And going away to any European ground is difficult. It's difficult to get a result. You can't always have it the way you want it.
And you can't always come to the ball, can you?
You can't always come to the ball. You can't always control play. Sometimes you have to dig in and just be solid. But the fact that they're playing a Madrid team which gives them a lot of possession disappoints you because they were so sloppy in possession. Technically, they look really poor. I think even we go to this bit here, I think, Rio, you're going to go to the movement side of the things, aren't you? It was so disappointing, but it's 1-1 end of the night. You've still got a great chance going through. I'd be still slightly worried because, believe it or not, Atletico Madrid are a better team away from home. So, look, there's still a long way to go.
Yeah.
You look here, Cristiano Ronaldo on his own in the box, crossing the ball. You've got an opportunity to cross the ball against Atletico Madrid away from home. You've got to get people in the box, more than one. Here you see it, and you'll see the frustrations of someone like Cristiano here, who had a quiet night, just to be fair to him. But you stop it here again. Who's in the box? You've got him here on his own, and you've got about 8 players in red shirts there, red and white stripes, against one player in the box. Watch his reaction here. Says it all. Frustration, throwing his hands out. One player.
It's very hard to be a centre forward in that team that can't control possession, can't pass a ball to each other and can't control the ball. He ended up coming so deep, trying to get touch of the ball. And it's not his game. It's never really been his game. He wants to be up there scoring goals. And if United, as midfield players, can't put the foot on the ball, can't pass the ball to each other to have good angles, you're never going to get him involved in the game.